we're going to do a little bit of pranayama after the asana part. The second vital essence is called Tejas. Tejas is the essential fire element. So with Tejas, we get health, good health. We get strength, courage, and a kind of penetrating insight into things. The fire element is related to our ability to see things at greater depth. So what helps to create Tejas in us is what is called tapas. Tapas is the sacred fire that removes impurities. So when we remove impurities, then the fire element within us burns more steadily, more cleanly, with greater light. So the asana portion will be our attempt to create some sacred fire, to remove some impurities, in case anyone's got any impurities left. Anybody? Pretty much as long as you're still in a human body, you can count on having some impurities. Okay, and the last vital essence is called Ojas. So Ojas is the essential water element that keeps us juicy. So it keeps the joints juicy. It keeps the mind juicy. Most importantly, it keeps the heart juicy. So things that are good for Ojas. Some foods are good for Ojas. Typically foods that are oily, things like ghee and good quality oils. Also, rubbing oils on your skin is good. Good oils, not just any old oil, not like motor oil or something like that. Eating certain superfoods like ashwagandha is good for Ojas, or ginseng, and some others. But as far as yoga practice, probably the best thing for cultivating Ojas is some sort of devotional practice. You know, bhakti. This is Bhaktifest, right? So it's also Ojas Fest. Yes. And when we have good Ojas, Ojas really is our power source, and it gives us endurance for the long run. It's the long burning energy within us. So, to cultivate some Ojas, we're going to sing the Hanuman Chalisa at the end. That's what we were practicing here beforehand during the sound check. If you didn't recognize the words, it's because they're in Hindi, actually Awadhi, which is an archaic form of Hindi. One of the things I begin to notice when I start practicing yoga regularly is that doing the same practice on different days of the week is a very different practice. Have you noticed that? What's up with that? Well, so like any rational person, I begin to study astrology, of all things. And one of the things you learn in Vedic astrology, or what's called Jyotish, the science of light, is that each day of the week has a ruling planet. Saturday, for example, if you could take a wild guess, which planet would be associated with Saturday? Saturn would be a good guess, okay? So is Saturn a happy planet?
Yes.
No. Saturn is not a happy planet. Saturn is a miserable planet. No, Saturn is called the Great Malefic. It's a great teacher, but it instructs us through usually difficult and painful karmic lessons. Saturn also is assigned to chakra. Do you know where your Saturn chakra is? It's the Muladhara, the root of the spine. Maybe you're thinking Uranus, but no, it's actually Saturn down there. But each day of the week also has ruling deities. And Saturn, since it's such a challenging day, actually gets two deities. Anyone know which ones?
Kali.
Not Kali. No, sorry. Kali is Friday.
Oh, really?
The Divine Mother. It's Friday. Yeah, so Saturday gets Ganesh, the remover of obstacles, but Saturday also gets Hanuman.
Ooh.
So one of Hanuman's names is Sankatamochana, which means the dispeller of distress. So Saturn typically is associated with bringing distress. So we get two benefic deities to help us on Saturday. Ganesh to remove obstacles and Hanuman to dispel distress. Yeah. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali says somewhere in chapter 2, it says Swadhyaya Ishta Devata Sambhara Yoga. Whatever that means, huh? He says through the process of self-inquiry, ultimately we will come to know or establish union with the Ishta Devata, our chosen deity, our personal deity, our most beloved deity. So when I looked deeply within, what did I find? I found a monkey. So this class is devoted to Hanuman and all that he represents. Basically, he's considered to be the embodiment of those three vital essences. He's known for his great strength and courage and agility. One of his names is Bajrangabali, which means strong like a thunderbolt. But he's also known for his great wisdom, his intelligence, his insight, his diplomatic ability. So he's also called Gyani Nama Garaganyam. That's quite a tongue twister, which means wisest of the wise. But most of all, Hanuman is known for his great devotion, the quality of his heart. So he's also called the Maha Bhakti, the great devotee. So anyway, he's an important deity for yogis, if you haven't figured that out already. He's a great role model. He shows us the way, courage and strength and intelligence and devotion.